Growing up, all I wanted to do was get on social media, just like my mom when she had her Facebook page. When I was 8, my mom let me join Facebook, and now I've had it for almost 12 years. Since then, I've joined many other social media accounts like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, and many others. And throughout the years, and most recently, I have wondered, how has this affected my mental health growing up and going through high school and middle school and elementary school with these social media platforms. I will preface this and say that my mom did watch over all of my accounts when I was from like 8 to 12, to kind of monitor what I was looking at, who I was interacting with. But many people may experience where their parents will not monitor what they're looking at from ages 12 to 17, and that can be pretty detrimental to their mental health. 95% of children ages 13 to 17 claim that they are on some sort of social media platform, and 1/3 of them say that they are constantly on social media. Interactions and notifications from social media can keep you interested in what is going on. So every time you get a text from a friend on Snapchat, or somebody liked your post, or someone commented on your TikTok, your first reaction is to go and you look at what they said or how they're interacting with you, and that can trigger this rewarding response. This rewarding response gives the same symptoms as a gambling addiction, which can therefore make social media sort of a addiction. Bed rotting and doom scrolling are common terms used on social media to describe laying in bed all day and constantly being on your phone and just scrolling through apps, scrolling through social media for hours and hours upon end. This can be pretty bad for your mental health. Not only are you not being productive with your life, but you're just sitting in your bed all alone, interacting with strangers online all day long. People say that this is a cure for boredom, but it's more like a response to not wanting to do anything. Laying in bed and being on social media all day, like most teenagers do, can cause symptoms of depression, like sadness, low self-esteem, anxiety, loneliness, and loss of interaction with others, and loss of motivation. These all increase the chances of your child or someone below the age of 18 to develop suicidal thoughts and think poorly about themselves, because not only are they just sitting and doing nothing, but social media is a very dangerous place. Going down the wrong rabbit hole can lead you to people saying that you're not good enough, you're not living, the life that you should be, your appearance isn't as good as someone else's, or, you're overweight, you're too skinny, you need to go to the gym, you need to eat more, you need to eat less, and all of these things that the youth are taking in are not always good things. It can really do a lot to someone's self-esteem and how they view the world and how they view themselves and others. I think that there is a few solutions that could help this problem. If I haven't made it clear that I believe that this is a problem, not only are the appearance about your life, cyberbullying and cancel culture is crazy. It is absolutely crazy. People can say whatever they want behind a screen without feeling remorse or, getting that second thought rolling through your head. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. But when you can hide behind that screen, anybody will say anything. And that makes people so just in the way of being able to be cyberbullied a lot easier, canceled for things that they're doing, saying whatever, and that can also take a toll on your mental health and how you view, how people think about you, how people think that, what you're doing with your life and how you're being. My solutions now, sorry. Restrictions on these apps should be more relevant. How is it that anybody with a device, either that be access to a computer at the local library or a smartphone, a tablet, which is things that children have, anybody can get on social media no matter what the age is. Like, there are guidelines that you should be following, but there's nothing really saying that you have to be this age in order to post or comment or even have an account. So my thoughts to a solution to this problem is to make an age restriction, 18 and older. I believe that we should protect our youth, protect the innocence of children. People below the ages of 17 should not have social media. Yes, there are some positive things about social media, but I honestly, genuinely think that the negatives weigh out the positives, and I will die on that. I swear. So having kids, or not kids, adults who are 18 who want to get social media present a valid identification stating that they are 18, and having it go through a whole review process in order for them to join the social media, just so that people who are underage are not getting exposed to all of these things. Now, I know that will probably be there would have to be a law set in place, and it would take a very, very long time for that to come about. But I truly do believe that is what would work and what would help keep children safe. And another solution that I thought of was education to parents, just to all the harmful things that come about of social media, and how to keep your children away from it, and how to protect them. How to make sure that you're monitoring what they're sharing, what they're commenting, what people are commenting about them, what they're seeing even. I know you can't monitor everything, but I think it's important that you know what your child is seeing and doing online and what their online presence is. I believe that this would not only lower the use of social media if children are getting monitored 24/7 about what they're, not 24/7, but monitored more often. It would lower the use of social media, but restrictions on the age of what children are joining would truthfully lower how much social media children are absorbing and what they're posting and commenting and sharing. Thank you.